Every once in a while, we might feel that our life is not working out. We argue with our partners. We hate what we are doing at our jobs. Or even just as minor as your favorite plant just gave up on you. We are all humans. I'm sure you know how it feels. And that's where I am right now. I'm not feeling happy.
But why? This feeling has been lingering around for months. It has been subtle, but I started to realize that I'm not happy about anything in life anymore. I'm not looking forward to creating things. I'm not looking forward to meetups.
Let me clarify. I'm not unhappy. I'm not depressed, but I'm just not happy. Does it make sense?
Of course, every once in a while, I'll still feel sad, but there are places where I can escape to, temporarily forget about the issue I have to fix. But clearly, I'm not solving any problems here.
When there's an effect, there ought to be a cause. So I think it's essential for anyone to reflect what's the issue that is causing them to feel this way. And for me, the first thing I can identify, which is lack of purpose. I genuinely believe that we can be way happier if what we do day to day is what we consider as purposeful.
However, no matter how satisfied we are with our life situation, we will start to feel that we are living in a cycle of repeatedly doing the same thing over and over again. That's when things begin to go mundane. Let's put this in an unrealistic example. Regardless how much you love binging on shows, if that becomes a job for the rest of our life, we wouldn't be any happier than working in a meaningless 9 to 5 because there's no purpose.
And that's the case for me as well. I started this channel to share with you guys my minimalism progress, but as the channel grows, I got motivated and even distracted by the numbers. And the focus eventually drifted to how I can get more subscribers, how I can get more views.
Also, the purpose of me making a video every week used to act as a challenge for me to work on something new and creative.
But at this point, I just feel that I'm going through the motion, doing the same routine of posting a similar video every week instead of stepping out of my comfort zone and make videos that I like. I understand that it's important for me to make videos that is interesting to the viewers. I think I also need to find a balance between exploring new stuff. As the purpose skewed from making videos for you and me and to provide you guys the value to something that is totally out of my control, which is for the views and to impress the YouTube algorithm. And that makes my happiness dependent on the growth of this channel, which leads us to the next issue. The feeling of not having control. I think it's easy for us to fall into a deep state of feeling unmotivated when we put too much focus on the things that we can't control.
For me, that one motivation that drives me towards success is the belief that I have autonomy over my future and progress. But the truth is, in life, there are tons of things that are out of our control.
In my case, it's the YouTube algorithm, and I would say it's a huge mistake for me to put so much hope into something that is totally out of my hand. It's just an emotional roller coaster and it looks exactly like one, and I'm not happy about it. And as I thought, what could be worse? Recently, my hard disk just gave up on me.
It's wrecked and I lost 4 months worth of video files. At that point when I realized this, there was so much emotions inside me, and every negative thing's just slowly piling up. I felt like I've wasted my 4 months. I felt like my YouTube channel is not working out.
As I'm speaking about this, I'm still not totally over this. I can put all my blame on the hard disk for failing me. I can point a finger at myself for not backing up. There are 101 things I can complain, I can blame, I can feel negative about, but none of them are within my control. So recently, I told myself, I can continue to dwell with this negativity, cry over the spilled milk, or see it as an opportunity for me to shoot more videos despite losing tons of them. At the end of the day, it still depends on what we want to think and how we want to feel, because there are infinite amount of things that are out of our control. But one of the things that is within our control is the choice to be happy. And I'll say, I'm fortunate enough to have that in my option. But by saying that, I'll say I'm still not there yet. I'm still on the way to implement this mindset. And if the algorithm isn't working for me, I just have to find another way out instead of blaming it for not favoring this channel, which caused me a lot of negativity.
The fear of uncertainty. There's something in our brain called amygdala. It has been there since our ancestors from the Stone Age. And it's like one of those special human power that keeps us on high alert, which allows us to scan for potential threats to keep ourselves safe from the saber-tooth or whatever animal that is out there.
In today's world, most of these threats are gone. However, the amygdala is still here to bring us anxiety and cause us to worry about little things even though they are just benign.
And one of these things that triggers me is uncertainty.
Even though what I'm doing here on YouTube is never certain, and I thought that might make me get used to uncertainty. And one of the most dreadful questions I hate to receive is, how do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Frankly speaking, I have no answer for that. Not even if it's reduced to 5, 3, or even next year. This uncertainty kind of make me really lost. And I guess it's a story for another time. But let us talk about this channel. I realize I'm slowly becoming unacceptable towards uncertainty. And that kind of make me afraid of trying new things.
When I'm brainstorming for future videos, I often reject topics that aren't related to decluttering and minimalism because they might not perform better than usual. And my ego wasn't ready to deal with the fact that it might perform poorly. But now I feel that I've reached a point where I keep repeating myself in my previous video.
I don't want to be only able to do minimalism and decluttering video on this channel. And I think I shouldn't box myself by the label minimalist. I guess nothing wrong with minimalism. It's just back to the same first issue. Once I'm doing the same thing over and over again, I start to question the purpose. And that's the reason why I'm stepping out of my comfort zone to make this video, not about minimalism. And I'm not saying that I won't make minimalism video anymore, but I guess it's just finding the balance between making minimalism video and exploring more possibilities. And the next issue is related to my impatience. That's me overly focused on micro progress. You know, I'll be lying if I say views unnecessary and they don't affect me, because they are the direct and significant results that reflect our effort, the time, the energy creators put in their work. A reflection on how well is my storytelling, cinematography, speaking skills. Of course, these are just part of many factors that will make or break a video. But me overly focused on those immediate micro results is not helping. I tend to overthink when the results don't align.
When it's not doing well, I start to think, is it because of my thumbnail? Or is it because it's a boring topic? Oh man, could it be my accent? It's definitely my accent.
I start to develop a negative mindset about myself. And I think it's really needed for me to detach myself from the constant need of staring at the result and be patient for once. Knowing this, how can I counter it? Okay, so this video might not be a typical video with 3-act structure, where there's a setup, a confrontation, and a resolution. I have no resolution, and there won't be a part of me where I win the battle, at least for now, because I've yet to solve the issue. But there are still actionable steps for me to take to make things a little bit better. And me making this video allows me to reflect and have the awareness that there's something I need to fix.
Society always portrays that happiness comes only after when we are successful.
But it's also this mindset that causes people to feel unhappy, because the equation works the other way around. Success and great work come to people who are already happy, not to people who are dependent on success for their happiness. I think it's a good reminder for a lot of us, and I tend to consider my work terrible when I'm not feeling happy, when I'm not enjoying the process. And I've been reflecting a lot about happiness lately, and I'm trying to rewire my whole mindset about my YouTube channel, because I don't want my happiness to be dependent on it. Honestly, it's not my intent to make you feel negative about this whole thing, but I guess it's the best way for me to express myself to you guys, which I've never been doing it other than talking about minimalism. So yeah, it kind of made me feel slightly better after letting it out.